Hi, this is Miss Blatcher today, and we're going to be working again on finding the lowest common denominator. Now we already did the easiest common denominator, but we are going to find out another strategy to create a like denominator. Please make sure that you have your multiples book that we started, your pencil, and your math notebook. Okay, before you finish this video, if you have not finished your flip book, I want you to pause the video and finish this right now. You will need that to complete the next couple steps. Okay, so just some guidelines when we're trying to find like denominators. Often, if both denominators are prime, you'll use the easiest common denominator to find like denominators. So let's see, let's take a look at our denominators here, and we have a 3 and a 7. Both of those are prime, so we would use our easiest common denominator method of just multiplying by opposite denominators. So in this case, you multiply by our 3 on each side, and then our 7 on each side. Okay. Mommy's recording, so can you be extra quiet? Yeah? Okay. So the next guideline that I want you to write down is that often if denominators are a combination of prime or composite numbers, or both are composite, use the LCD or lowest common denominator method. Okay, so let's get started. And the first step that I want you to write down in your math journal is that we want to look for common multiples under each denominator number flap of our multiple book. So, for instance, I have a 3 and an 8. I'm going to lift up both of those flaps on my flip book, and I'm going to look for a common multiple. So go ahead and lift those flaps and take a look. Okay, so as I look, I can see that 3 and 8 both have the common multiple of 24. So I'm going to write that down. Okay, so I have found my common multiple. Okay, so now that I have my common multiple, 24, I want to do step 2. So write step 2 down in your notebook. Decide what number you would multiply your denominator by to get the common multiple. So if I'm looking at my 3 and 24 here, well, I would need to multiply 3 by 8 to get 24. So obviously I've already multiplied 3 times 8 to get 24. Now I need to do the same thing to the top and bottom number. So the top number. So 1 times 8 is going to be 8, of course. Okay, so now I'm going to look at my other number, and I'm going to do step 2 again and decide, let's see, I need to multiply 8 by 3 in order to get my common multiple. So I've already done it down here. 8 times 3 is 24. Now let me do the same thing to the top. 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, pretty easy. All right, now we're ready to add or subtract. So obviously if we were adding, we could put the numbers in any order. If we're subtracting, then we would put our largest fraction, our 8/24, in there. Okay, and I'm going to add because that's what we started out with. So I'm going to say 8/24 plus 3/24. 24ths. And I can easily add that up. 8 plus 3 is 11, and I'm going to keep my same denominator, so my solution, or my sum, is 11/24ths. Alright, if you have time during reading or math rotation, I want you to try using our LCD, lowest common denominator method, with these fractions, 2/3 plus 1/5. Good job, guys.